Hey, it's Ed. Welcome to the dialogue. Yeah, today I just wanted to bring up before the season rushes in. If you follow me on my regular podcast, Free Circle Fireside, I released a bonus episode along with my morning episode. I just have been in this mode about thinking about the season rushing in. This time of the year always brings in that thought of all the rush, the commercialism, the defilement is what I think of it as. Excuse me. But anyway, so last night I put together a bit of music by an artist. His name is Johannes Baumloff, and I probably really messed that name up, but he's an artist off of Epidemic Sound, and I use Epidemic Sound for my videos that I do and my podcast. So anyway, let's listen to it. We're gonna play it in the background here a little bit. Yes, I am rushing the season in. I want to enjoy this before all of the glitz and the glamour of what it's turned into. I love Christmas music, but during Christmas, I just can't listen to it. So, I lost my mother during the Christmas period, and during that time, I thought of all of the years that woman rushed around to give us kids everything that she could, even though she did not have much at all. So, the thought of that really shakes me up. We think about Christmas and it should be a happy time and gathering, eating, hot cocoa and frost on the windows. But yet here, for the last quite a few years, I've felt different. The meaning of Christmas was lost. So I take this time and I reflect. And that's why I put out just a podcast of nothing but piano music for Christmas music. It soothes the mind. It soothes the heart. But when I see the Walmart dash happening, the Black Friday, the consume, it tears me up inside. There's no meaning to it anymore. There's a commercialism to it. There's a defilement going on. I love this music. I love what it really truly represents, not what the commercials have made it about. And if we take time just to enjoy what it's truly about, there's a mission to it. And yet, during that season, you're in such a rush that you pay very little mind to this, the true beauty, without worrying about what type of gift you have to get Johnny or Joanne, jumping through the hoops to keep up with the Joneses. I don't do Christmas much anymore, but I love the meaning of Christmas. And I hate the fact that it has been defiled. The simple taking a sled out and going for a sled ride, there's beauty to that. The gathering and having a snowball fight, building a snowman, sipping hot cocoa with peppermint. I was going to say peppermint schnapps, but, I don't drink much anymore. I will, however, have a sip here and there. But I don't get drunk anymore. Yeah, the times have changed, and the meaning of it all has changed. Throughout the years, a family used to gather and just enjoy being together. And yet we don't find that anymore. We don't find people helping people too much. We find people using people abusing people, and people pointing the finger at people. I like to practice pulling the log out of my eye instead of looking at the sliver in somebody else's. We need a humbling to come, and we need people to start really respecting each other, being kind to each other, and having a mentality of bringing people together, helping people. Not a lot of people understand these feelings anymore because they get tied up in the day-to-day of their life. Well, I'll tell you, we need to slow down, and we need to take time and talk to each other. Not talk above or about each other, but talk with each other. Don't be judgmental in the ways people are. People are people. I don't know. This season, I want everybody to just think about the true meaning of Christmas. Don't buy anybody any gifts. See if they still love you for who you are. Can you do that? Not many people can. See, when I stopped giving gifts to people for Christmas, so many of them stopped talking to me. So it's about the gifts and not about just being with each other or talking with each other. Understanding, hey, how have you been? What has been happening in your life? Not many people care anymore. If they can't get $1 out of you or rook you or whatever, they just don't care anymore. The true meaning of Christmas is caring about each other, loving each other, being with each other, comforting each other. And yet nobody does it anymore. Don't buy anybody a gift and see how long they love you. If they stick around and still talk to you, and they love you, not for the gift. Excuse me. The weather change, it's got everybody sniffling and struggling. So anyway, my bonus podcast is just music, piano music, just delighting in understanding the true meaning of Christmas, believing about Him. That's what Christmas is, not the Walmart rush, the Best Buy, the bling bling. That Black Friday stuff scares the hell out of me. I'm telling you, it's all changed. I remember being a kid and it snowing on Christmas Day. That was the highlight of the day, not the gifts. Oh, believe me, the gifts were excellent, but getting outside and participating with everybody, that was the highlight. Sharing what you received. I remember it well. We didn't receive a lot of the times, but what we did receive, it was the ultimate gift because it came with true love. My mother worked her tail off to try to do whatever it took to get at least one gift for each one of her children. I never understood the true struggles behind that when I was a kid. I do now. My mother's gone, and I recognize all the hard work that woman put into her family, and all of us tried to tear it down. Christmas was always a special time. I lost my mother in 2004. The day before her birthday, the 27th of December, she passed on right after Christmas. And that's the year my life changed. I'm going to reveal the moment I got saved and I knew that God existed and He was true. The day I was going to bury my mother, the whole family come together. They were at her apartment in Brighton, Colorado. And all of my family wanted to bicker, and they're just like that, unfortunately. None of it was going to happen on this day, or else I was going to whoop some ass. Excuse my language. I don't get excited where I use swear words much anymore. But nobody was going to desecrate my mother's last day like that. So I kind of broke down, and I went outside alone, out back of my mother's house. And I just basically asked God, I need you to tell me right now, is my mother with you? And is she safe? I'm telling you, instantly, a bell started ringing off in the distance in one corner. Then another bell off in the distance in the other corner. Each corner, 4 bells started ringing around me. I'm talking these big church bells. They're clanging and banging. Just 1 started, 2 started, 3 started, 4 started. And instantly I knew that was a sign for me. Well, instantly I felt warm and everything was just fine. My mother collected bells. She had 4 bells specially made for her children's names. 2 names on each bell. And all of us decided, instead of keeping those bells, we were putting those bells in with our mother and laid her to rest with 4 bells. 4 bells rang out. And I instantly knew. It just like a fire came through me, and I've been a changed man ever since. That was the moment I truly got the Holy Ghost entered into me and made me a different person. Made me realize. I mean, I've been in wrecks, motorcycle. I was passing a friend of mine, going up a hill, going around a curve, 60, 70 miles an hour on a little motorcycle, and the front tire popped. Yeah, I should have been dead right there. I felt the hands of God touch me that day, and I walked away with a sprained ankle. First day, first time I ever wore a motorcycle helmet. And that motorcycle rolled over my head and landed upright in the ditch. There's meaning to life. There's meaning to this music. You know, a couple years ago, I think it was 2-3 years ago, I looked on Google Maps because it hit me. There's no churches around my mother's place in Brighton, Colorado. So I got on Google Map And I went and I searched for churches. There's one church off in the distance, and it wasn't even in the direction of the bells. That really hit me hard. So there's several encounters, supernatural things that have occurred in my life. I'm a true believer. I don't go for what man says. God speaks to every person in their own way. And you know it when you receive it. There's no question about it. That's what my bonus podcast for Free Circle Fireside was about. Before the season rushes in and the defilement starts happening, I just wanted to relax and enjoy some wholesome, good music. And that's what my bonus podcast was just piano music, enjoying the beautiful morning, sunny, bright in the beautiful Klamath Basin in southern Oregon. And I'm alive, and that matters. I opened my eyes, and all is good. So, thank you for taking the time to listen. Join us anytime you'd like. Ed, Free Circle, out.